Hello and welcome to my next vlog. This one is after my fourth chemo, and quite a lot of things have happened, and so there's a little bit of kind of interesting news and so forth after the last two or so I guess, in terms of what I had that was new. So the third chemo, I had that, and I spoke about that in my last vlog, but what I didn't realised quite at the time was how tiring I was going to be after that one. That was a slightly higher dosage, that one, and oh my goodness, I spent days and days in bed seemingly sometimes after that one. So that ran through, and then I came up to my fourth chemo, and I had some additional blood tests. And I had the fourth chemo, which was back to a slightly lower dosage, the same dosage as the first and second one. And to be honest, I've been much better, but still very tired after taking it. But what the blood test showed was that my PSA was going back up again, and so they put me in for some scans. Ended up with CT scans and then bone scans. And the bone scans showed that the cancer had spread quite a bit, really, in the bones, and that the docetaxel I'd been taking in the chemo obviously really wasn't doing very much to control that. And but the good news was that there was no metastases in the soft tissue, which obviously is good, even though I've got absolutely loads of them in the bones. But there we go. The balance is what it is, isn't it? So just last week, was it? No, just earlier this week. That's right. I had my visits with a consultant and so forth, and they said, "I'm so sorry, but the docetaxel isn't working." And so I was thinking, okay, what are we going to do now? And they said, well, we've got a different chemo drug we can try, called what's it called? Cabazitaxel. Cabazitaxel. That's it. Sorry, even though I got it written down, I can't read it. Cabazitaxel, and so that one takes over from the docetaxel, and I take slightly less steroids with that one, it seems, which is good, because I wasn't very happy with the high dosage of steroids I was on the previous one, although obviously you just got to go with it with what they prescribe. But this one has a lower dosage of steroids, which I was good with. But this is potentially another 10 sessions though on this one, and wow, yeah, so it's kind of starts all up again now, but with a different chemo drug. So next Wednesday, so that's what, about 5 or 6 days away from today, I have the next chemo then on the new drug, and well, we'll have to see what it's like. I must admit that I was feeling so tired. I was coming home from work and just going to bed and sleeping till like 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I get up, have a bit of cereal, go back to bed again and sleep till 5, half 5, get up, and that was it, potter around for a bit and go back to work again. It was like I was work and sleep, work, sleep, work, sleep, and nothing else. And I was thinking, well, this isn't very good, is it? But never mind. So we'll have to see what the next drug has to say for itself. To be honest, I don't know. Would I have minded if they'd said, ever so sorry, Tony, but there's no more chemo. That one doesn't work. You'll have to stop the chemo. And I might well have said, yeah, okay then. But I guess I've got to go with this new one and give this new one a try and see what happens. So my PSA was up over 100. I think it was 107, something like that. And that was really why it'd gone up from 50 when I started the chemo. And then obviously it's up to 107 now. So bearing in mind that that's 12 weeks or so, and that my doubling had been doubling every 8 weeks, so it's kind of a little bit under control. It's obviously not gone up as much as it could have done if I'd not been on the chemo, if everything was still the same. So where are we then? Where are we? I guess we'll have to see what the new drug is like, and go with that, and see how I feel, see how tired I feel. I must admit, I've been kind of thinking, the chemo takes so much out of me, and even though I'm only working 2 weeks out of 3, and I'm not, I don't have a manual job. I have a kind of sit down in front of the computer job, and sit there and make the odd few phone calls and do some computer programming, and so I'm very fortunate with the job I have, that it's not very taxing, and that I can get on with it and take a week off every 3 weeks. I have a week off, just so it fits in with the right time with the chemo. And so I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't know, I've put more weight on. I don't know if you, obviously I haven't lost my hair, which is interesting. So I've gone through 4 cycles of docetaxel, not lost any hair really, and then I'm starting on the other ones, so that's kind of interesting, not what was really expected. And but I still find that I just struggle with the steroids and eat on it, trying to not eat more than I need, and I can't really exercise very much. So I'm kind of stuck putting on a kilo every month at the moment, it seems, and I just really hate that. It's really difficult for me, and so so I feel I'm kind of puffy from putting on weight, never mind taking steroids, and that's probably the worst thing that I feel, as well as the tiredness. So that's my news. That's the update. That's where I am. Obviously, until the new drugs, have to wait and see. I'm going up in dosages of my other drugs. I'm going up in the oxycodone, the slow release oxycodone, that I take them up to about nearly 600 milligrams at night of the oxycodone, and then that's a slow release at night, and then I don't take any of that in the day so far. But I'm struggling in bed, finding that the pressure of the bed on my body is still causing me pain at night. And even though I haven't taken any fast oxycodone recently, but I've been struggling to sleep, and using maybe the Zopiclone more than I was before to help me sleep, and then I still take a bunch of laxatives to help balance out the oxycodone, and I'm still taking the Proxin as well. So yeah, quite a bit of drugs as tablets that I take at night as well to help me sleep. So I guess that's the update of where I am with everything. So thanks very much for watching. If you leave any comments, I'd obviously be interested to see your comments. That's always interesting to get any feedback that you might give me. Anything that you feel you might have a interest to say to me, or feel I might be interested in your condition and everything as to where you are, then that would always be very interesting. But anyway, thank you ever so much for watching. That's it for now. Thank you, and take care. Bye now.